Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. My name is Norma, and today I'll be talking about UK immigration, how to get into the UK. If you are not a nurse or a doctor, or you don't have any healthcare degree, so they have the healthcare assistant visa or the Type 2 visa. So yeah, that is one easy way to go into the UK right now. And the reason for this is because there is shortage of staff, there's shortage of people to do the job, and people need to do the job. So it's been included on the shortage list. So what happened is that when there is not enough people, there's not enough employees in a particular field, depending on what the country needs, they can decide to make a particular job or a particular career on the short list. That way, it helps to make the visa process faster. That is basically what is happening. So with the whole COVID, some people leaving job on time, retiring on time, there's just a lot that's been happening. And the long run is that there's going to be shortage of people doing the work. And one particular career that is always facing shortage every time is the healthcare system. From doctors to nurses to therapists to anything, limits. And now those who are helping out, that is the healthcare assistants, there's also shortage in that field. So yeah, this is a good news for those outside the UK that is looking for a means to come into the UK. It's not going to be easy. Honestly, it's not going to be easy because now that it's made public, everybody wants to try. When I mean everybody, those that are not in the healthcare field, that be looking for means to travel. This is one way to do it. And people that have been using the student routes, it's very expensive, school fees and all those things. This is another route that they can try. So yeah, it's definitely going to be very competitive. But then again, it doesn't stop you from trying. So I'm just going to list out some things that you need to take into consideration before doing this, why doing this, so that way you're sure of what you're doing. One thing with visa application or visa process, most times you just have to have an understanding of the why and the process. That way, nobody is going to scam you along the way, or you're not going to get yourself involved in what you shouldn't get yourself involved in. So like I said, it's basically the Type 2 visa, which is the healthcare assistant visa. And this is available to those, even if you don't have any experience with within the healthcare system. But I would advise, honestly, like I said, there will be competition. It's better for you to look for a hospital, a care home, or anywhere you can lay your hands on what the job looks like, so you have an understanding of what you're going there to do, because you're going to be taking care of people. If you work in a hospital setting, you're going to be assisting the nurses, you're going to be assisting the patients as well. So you just have to understand what the job entails. Also, there are care homes, like they have older patients. They're just looking after them, helping them with everything they have to do for the day, giving them a bath, cleaning them up, and a lot of things like that. So you just want to know what is involved, so you're not surprised when you get there. And also, most people that come in as students, that's the kind of job they end up doing anyway. So yeah, it's something you just want to know what's involved and ask yourself, can I do this? Yes or no, before you get into it. So what would you be needing, and what are the things that you need to start putting into place? Like I said, if it's possible for you to get a hospital anywhere around you to go and learn and train on the job, just to have an idea. I know that people are saying you don't need, but you have to know what you're going there to go and do. It's very important, honestly. It doesn't mean that you have to go and get a job and become that thing, but something to let you have an idea of what it entails. That's just it. And also, they will definitely want to ask for, like, what have you been doing? What can you do? You never can tell the questions your interviewer will ask you. You don't know. So you just want to be prepared. And I remember when I was a student in the UK, before we started working, they made sure we submitted reference of our previous place of work, and they called those people to know, like, if we really worked there. So UK is very, very serious when it comes to reference and all those things. So you want to make sure you have somebody that you worked with, and when you need the person for reference, the person can come in and come through for you. So it's also very important. Don't just go out of the blue and just get into it. So yeah, that's one of it. So first off, your passports. You have to have your passport, right? So we're dealing with international thing. So your passport has to be there. And like I said, you've learn and train on anything relating to healthcare. Your valid passport. And like I said, since it's not something that requires degree, they still want you to have your WAEC, SSC, living certificate, at least maths, English, maybe biology. I don't really know. They haven't listed anything specific, but at least your maths, English, and something to go with it to show that yes, you are educated. And you have to be 18 and above. Adults have to be at 18 and above. And I also hear that you have to write the IELTS UKVI, but you don't really need a very high score. I think the 5 is okay to go with. So yeah, you don't need a very high score, but the IELTS is needed. Also, you have to arrange your CV. You have to go online. Like, that is why I said you have to understand what the job is about, because your CV has to let them know that you have an idea of what you want to go and do. If you're going to be applying just like every other job, your CV has to be in line with what you are applying for, right? So even volunteer work too, it's also helpful. Like all the Red Cross Association and all that, you can join. All those things, they're going to help your CV as well. And also you go and get a job. When you have all of this, you get a job. There are so many sites where you can get a job. Indeed, you have the ukhire.com, the Total Jobs, homecare.co.uk. These are sites where you can get job. You're going to see the job descriptions, and then they can also let you know if it's for those in the UK or for those outside the country. You have to make sure you check those things, because that's what is going to make the difference for you. And also, when you get a job, hey, congratulations. Interview is another thing. They're going to be asking you questions, and for this, I think you can, go online and check for interviews on jobs in the UK, because I know, like I said, the UK, their process, even though there's a shortage, they're not going to cut out the process just to make it fast. They can make it faster by giving you the job and all that, but they're not going to stop what they're supposed to do or remove what they're supposed to do just for you to get in. You are still going to do the interview. You're still going to go through what you're supposed to go through normally. So yeah, prepare for interview, and then the company is going to give you what they call COS, which is Certificate of Sponsorship. So make sure you ask them if they are, going to sponsor you. That's another thing. And when you get to that part, another thing that you need to do, that you have to do, it is general for everybody. Your TB test, tuberculosis tests, you have to do that. Police report as well. It's important. And also proof of fund. You're basically proving to that's the UK immigration now, that you can take care of yourself. It's basically meant, even as students, you also have to prove, that you can take care of yourself. So they call it maintenance money or whatever they call it, but it's a proof of fund. Your bank statement will usually be enough for that. And I think a certain amount of money have to be in your account for a period of 28 to 30 days, and then you submit your bank statement alongside your document. And for the UK, they don't you don't necessarily go to the immigration and do interview and then come out. You will go and submit all the documents that is required. So all these documents that I've talked about, that you've used in the process so far, is what you will submit to them at the immigration, and then they will decide if they will give you the visa or not. I know this, all of this is a lot of money, right? And some companies may sponsor you, in the process and help you until you get to the UK, and then maybe when you are working, they take some of your salary and, over a period of a year, while some will not at all. So you also want to check that out. And yeah, this is basically a rundown of, the process from getting the UK healthcare assistant visa. So it's not easy, but it's doable. And if you really want to do it, I'm just encouraging you to go ahead and do it if you really want to do it. So yeah, that's it. Other sites that you can look for job, I have wellcare nursing services and corinium care limited. I'm gonna put all of these places in my description box below, and you can take your time to search for jobs. And mind you, there are so many people trying to do this. And yes, this is real. This is not a scam. This is not anything. You just have to know what is needed, what needs to be done, so that you don't get yourself in the wrong hands. Beware of agencies, both in your own home country, and me, I'm from Nigeria, so beware of people wanting to help you and know what to do. You have to know what you need to do for yourself first, so that when the person is telling you A, B, C, you are trying to correlate to be sure if the person is telling you the truth or not. So don't just go and listen to anybody, and then before you know it now, we start hearing stories of scam and all that. You have to know what entails, and you can always go to the UK websites. You can always go to their website to find out these things. I did, and you can see that yes, for real, the UK I don't know if you can see this, it's too bright. Just go to the website uk.gov, gov.uk, whatever they call it. That way you can see it. They call it biggest visa boost for social care as health and care visa scheme expanded. Care workers, care assistants, and home care workers to become eligible for health and care visa for 12-month period. And this was published 24th December 2021. This is one of the effects of the COVID on UK. Shortage. So if you're interested in this, I wish you all the best. Go ahead, make more research and get into it as soon as possible. Good luck. I'll see you again in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.